Who are you?
Cole Bennett.
Cole Bennett, welcome to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas.
Thank you very much.
What do you do exactly?
So yeah, I direct music videos. I own a company called Lyrical Lemonade, which specializes in event coordination, music promotion. We have a very successful clothing brand right now. Just, there's a lot of different avenues in which goes into it, but yeah.
But back then, football, you wanted to become a sports broadcaster, right?
I did. That's crazy. I wanted to I was going to go to Illinois State or Iowa or Mizzou for sports broadcasting. I wanted to be like a sports analysis for football. So, speak on as far as like some ESPN type shit.
I thought I would give you a gift that includes football and videos and rock and roll. Right here is a 1986 record. And it's rapping together. The Peyton and the Perry rapping together from 1986 from Chicago.
This is awesome. This is crazy.
Rapping together with Walter Payton, 1986 Chicago Bears, because you love football. You love the Bears, right? And you love Chicago.
This is crazy. I used to watch all the videos and listen to the music of the Chicago Bears, and they were going to the Super Bowl, and they started making music, and it was a crazy time because no one was doing that. So this is insane, and it's crazy.
Who's in the room right now? If you could go through from the left there.
So we got Bernie Buru. That's my best friend. You know what I mean? We got Elliot. He holds down the website, so all the music promotion, lyriclemonade.com. He runs that. We got Lil Jake. Holds down the website, talent curator, just does his thing. We got Sal in the back, good friend, runs shit, really. He does a lot of great stuff. Where's Jake at?
He left. He went to go this one.
But Jake is also my best friend and a big part of Lyrical Lemonade as well.
You were student of the month?
Yeah.
Mrs. Miller?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I was student. I would have never revisited that memory. I was student of the month.
Why?
I think I don't know why exactly what I was doing. It was at like sixth grade. I don't know. But I
thought it was later on. You were student of the month.
I don't know. I'm really bad with memory, so I forget like all my teachers, to be honest. But there's a few memorable ones. Yeah, I was probably just being a good character. You know what I mean? Spreading positivity, being a good kid.
What about Mrs. Miller?
Mrs. Miller. That's really weird that you know that, because I know you've digged so deep, because I don't even remember what teacher that was, because I'm really bad about remembering what grades were. So yeah, you're digging deep. What do you know anything about Mrs. Miller?
Well, I think you participated in like a benefit for the Special Olympics with Mrs. Miller.
Oh my goodness, I did. Yeah, I did. Mrs. Miller's okay, now I remember. Mrs. Miller is a great woman. I apologize, Mrs. Miller, if you're watching this, for forgetting who you are in the moment.
And your sister is a realtor?
She is. She just got her broker's license. So she's getting started with that, and I really don't know how. Like I was kind of expecting that you're gonna ask some out of the box questions, but things like that don't necessarily make sense in how you found them. But she is a realtor, and she just got her broker's license. So shouts out to Brittany Bennett, legend.
When you do videos, your logo is there. Is your logo posted on other channels so prominently?
Yeah, so when I export a video, that logo is on it. So if it goes on MTV, or if it goes on BET Jams, or it goes on whatever the fuck, there'll always be that Lyrical Lemonade logo on there. And I make sure of that because I've worked so hard. Like I literally, like I've worked very, very hard. Many sleepless nights, many ups and downs, and that logo is very important to me and Lyrical Lemonade as a whole. So when I send a label that video, or when anyone gets that video, there will always be that logo on it, because the meaning that it has, and what I went through, and it's kind of like a symbol to me and our team and what we do.
Thank you, Mac Miller, America.
Yeah, man. Thank you to Mac Miller. So Mac Miller was a huge influence to me. I loved his music. He definitely was like a layer of, my childhood in a sense. Wiz Khalifa, Wayne, Gucci, the list goes on. But Mac and the Welcome to America video, I remember watching that video and seeing the animations on that video and was thinking like, I wish one day I could do something like that. And I still don't think I have work up to par with that video, but to learn how to do that and kind of get into that realm of creativity was a blessing for me. But yeah, man, that video very, very much so inspired me.
There's a comment on that video, quote, Cole Bennett edit before there was a Cole Bennett.
Yeah. I think a lot of people tend to, and I'm authentic, I'm organic, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell it how it is. A lot of people associate line animation and things with me, but in all honesty, I did not start that. You know, maybe I brought that to the public in a way that it hadn't been presented before, but I definitely had influences, as everyone else does. And Welcome to America, what Schoolboy Q video was it? I don't remember exactly which one, but there's a lot of different things that inspired me and got me to that point.
It must be pretty cool how to edit like Cole Bennett. There's some YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, it was crazy when I first started seeing that. That's kind of one of those moments where I realized, okay, things are kind of getting serious at this point because people are taking the time out of their day to, you know, replicate things or make tutorials in which I didn't do myself. It was cool. So, yeah.
And the YBN Namir video, I love the beginning where the title is kicked in. How did you come up with that?
So we had a fisheye camera for that shot, and we realized when I listened to that song was actually twice as long. There's a whole hook in there where he was kind of singing at a softer voice, and we decided to cut that down to like 1 minute and 50 seconds or whatever the song.
So punk.
Yeah, and
minute 47.
Minute 47. Okay, you got it, my man. But we realized that the heaviest hitting part of that song was the four hits and the beat. So we put that at the beginning, and to really exemplify that, you know, with the fisheye, we had the kick in the camera that really, you know, just it brought the theme and the punch to the video before that, you know, part of the video that really hits came in. So yeah.
Do you ever use the Ken Burns effect?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So Ken Burns is it's a crop effect where you can select proportionally your zoom in from the beginning to the end of a shot, and it's like it's a zoom which is not done by the actual camera, but in the editing portion of things. Yeah, shouts out to Ken Burns effect. That's so all the things you said, like I was like, okay, it's on the internet somewhere, but the Ken Burns shit, that's pretty cool.
Do you think there ever will be a Cole Bennett effect? How hard would it be to have a Cole Bennett effect in the editing system?
I'm not sure. I kind of just play it day by day. So I still I have an interview with Nardwuar right now. Like, that's crazy. I still don't really view things as what they are. So maybe one day that'll be a thing. But right now, I'm just kind of doing what I do. Maybe that'll be a thing one day, and that'll be amazing and very cool. But who knows? I just kind of let things be up for interpretation, and wherever it goes, it may go.
I love that you put your name, your Twitter tag, in the description.
Marketing.
That is unique, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Shouts out to AZ Production.
For Little Xan, that video that you did for him, Betrayed, is incredible, isn't it? Like, in a sense, for views-wise, it has exploded. It is like tons and tons, like over 100 million views. That is crazy.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that at all. Xan would reach out to me every time I was in LA and I was either busy or just simply, if we're keeping it real, I wasn't interested.
Thank you, Robesman.
Yeah, shouts out to Roseman, legend. But Xan, one time I was in LA and he sent me this song, because I go to LA maybe once every 2 months or so, and sorry, he sent me a song. He sent me the Betrayed song. Sorry, champagne. And I was like, this is really good. And part of why I wouldn't say hesitant to work with him, but just, you know, not very fond of the idea overall, just 'cause I didn't know him as well. And the name was Lil Xan, and I didn't want to really, you know, I didn't really want to pinpoint myself into something like that. But I heard the song and I was like, this song is completely different than what people would expect. It's a great song. And he's a really cool dude. Song was great, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this. And I think I had a flight the next morning and drove there, picked up some IPAs, and we were really just hanging out. We shot the video in like 45 minutes, thinking really nothing of it, and released it like a month later, and it hit 1 million views in however many hours. And then Now it's at like, I don't even know how many views, 130, 40 million views.
Come on up here, Smoke Perp. What can you say about Smoke Perp?
Smoke Perp, man. This is my brother. This is a great friend of mine. He really like he crafted and kind of together. We were just like shooting in his mom's house in like 2015, 2016. Not really thinking of shit, and it just kind of ended up being an empire for what created what's going on today.
Smoke Perp, what can you say about Cole Bennett?
Cole Bennett is a GOAT. Like, Cole Bennett pretty much is like holding the culture up, like, real talk. So
how much notice did you have for Smoke Perp's video?
A lot. I mean, when me and Perp did it, I mean, we were both at a very small scale of things, but like we knew that it would be something special, and it really influenced and you know, created essentially like a quote unquote wave for what was to come afterwards. But yeah, we didn't really realize, but we knew, you know what I mean?
yeah, we just knew what was gonna happen. Like,
How much work does Cole put into a video? Like, you shoot it, how much work does he put into it?
I mean, I'm not there when he does it, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. It looks like a lot.
It is a lot.
How much work do you put in? How much work did you put in for Smoke Perp's vid?
And collectively, I've done how many? We probably done like 4 or 5 vids. I probably put in like a good 3 days as a whole.
That's a lot.
How long does it take to write a Smoke Perp tune?
Like 6 minutes.
Well, thank you very much, Perp. We'll talk to you later, and Doot Lutu.
Ashcat.
Smoke Perp in action.
Yeah.
Thank you for booking basically my South by Southwest.
Yeah, man. Oh,
You're basically like my manager. You've like hooked me up with like a whole bunch of interviews. No problem.
listen, Nardwuar, anything you need, I got you. What size shirt do you wear? Like medium?
Probably extra large. Thank you so much, Cole Bennett. Do people let you do, Cole Bennett, whatever you want when you do a vid?
Honestly, yeah, for the most part. And I'm blessed to say that, because not a lot of directors and editors and people are able to say that. But I'm at a point where people respect my craft and my judgment, so it's pretty open to whatever I want to do.
Cole Bennett, Uncle Lars's Pizza.
Yeah, it's a pizza that it's a pizza place in my hometown, Plano, Illinois. Shouts out to Plano. They have really good pizza. It's a very local pizzeria. I don't know where that came from, but it's a great place.
Ivana's Cafe.
Yeah, Ivana's Cafe used to be what was Home Street Diner or Main Street Diner? That's like every middle school when you got off your half day, you'd go to. That's really weirding me out. But yeah, you'd go to Subway or you go to Main Street Diner at the time, which is now Ivana's Cafe, and get some pancakes or some French toast, or maybe, you know, I fuck with the BLT, no tomato.
And lastly, I wanted to give you an actual VHS cassette from Canada, some rap tracks, the very best of rap tracks, for you to study some old Eric B videos, a whole bunch of stuff down there.
I'm so thankful for this. This means, like, honestly, like, all the other stuff was cool, it was great, but this means a lot. This is a video.
A video, a VHS tape. There's even a bit of mold on the tape too, as well, for you to like experience in the VCR that you buy.
That's so cool. I actually already have VCR, so
just be careful with the mold.
I will. I mean, honestly, like, that's kind of what obviously it's a process, but I'm trying to eventually bring that back in the sense of really the video being just as important as the song, and kind of emulating, you know, just like a fun, enjoyable vibe. But nostalgia in particular is very important to me. It's great that you gave this to me, because in the headquarters that I just, you know, recently got in Chicago, Lyric Lemonade, I have a closet, a room that's specific to nostalgia. So I have an old TV in there, a box TV. I have a VHS player, Nintendo 64, old game systems, and a bunch of old posters. It's kind of like my release of things. So, like, this honestly is going to be an experience for me. I'm just going to spend the night.
It's a nice wall hanger, at least. It's a good wall hanger.
It's not a wall hanger at all, actually. I'm going to use this.
Well, thank you very much, Cole Bennett. Anything else you want to add to the people out there at all?
There's nothing in particular that I'd like to add, no. But it was a great interview, and I'm having fun.
Why should people care about Cole Bennett? Why should people care about Lyrical Lemonade?
I think the importance of myself and the company is that at the end of the day, it's a very organic, authentic approach to the music industry, and that's never going to change no matter what happens. So it's kind of like your safe place, you know what I mean? Like it's like a comfortability level. Everyone I work with, I treat them as family, and we're brothers, and that's really what it is. There's nothing else. And if it's not that, I'm not doing it. Or if I don't get that overall feeling. It's just like it's kind of like it's different than what everything else is going on. You know what I mean? There's these interviewers and these different types of things where it's kind of set up, and you go there and you do it, and you never talk to these people again. I kind of like everything I do and Lyrical Lemonade to do is one whole piece, and it's kind of timeless content, and it's a friendship rather than a business relationship.
And keep on rocking in a free world, Cole Bennett. Doot do loot do.
Dexter. Hold on. Hey, Perp, you remember that interview we did with me, you, and Pump?